Hey, I'm gonna be doing some drawings, so I thought might as well, talk to people at the same time. You wanna chat? Anyway, I have a bunch of giveaway letters I have to draw, also some postcards I have to make for giveaway winners and a bunch of things. So anyway, since I'm home and I'm stuck here, and I said, might as well do something. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing some drawings. This is the paper that I use for my drawings. I have a bunch already. I This one is for, I think it's Maki giveaway. Which one is it? Oh no, it's for the Live Idols competition, so you can see it a little bit late. But yeah, this one's for the Live Idol. I have a bunch for other giveaways. I can show you some if you want. Some of them I'm done. So this one is Honoka. I believe that's the Live Idols as well. This one is for the writing competition, so that's the love letter one. And it's a mix of Nozomi and Splatoon, because that person said that they like Splatoon, so I tried to make a special character. I used the crayon side and I tried to make like a mix between both. And this one is because I love Honoka and Rina, so I made like Honoka doing Rina's face. And the one I'm working on at the moment is Mikey. What is up with you? My phone's getting crazy. So anyway, I'm gonna probably finish coloring that one. But if you want me to draw like someone else or I'm sorry, or something else, let me know. I also have a lot. I have a lot that I drew already. I just need to color. This one I think is for Ellie giveaway. This one I'm guessing is for the giveaway of the character that I have here. And what else do I have? I have this one also for the Live Idol competition. Anyway, I love drawing these. It's really fun. I have a bunch right here as well that I need to finish. Hold on. This one is for someone's birthday. Someone who supports me on Patreon has been supporting me for a while, so I'm sending them a letter for their birthday. Same thing here, it's for their birthday. This one is a surprise for a Mary giveaway, so I drew Mary. This one is also for Mary giveaway. I drew Happy Party Train one. This one is for I think it's for Nico. No, not Nico. Oh, it's Mari giveaway as well, but I drew Mari and Nico because they left like Mari and Nico. This one is also Mary giveaway. It's like the shiny stew that she's making right here. This one is obviously Umi giveaway. Here I have Nozomi and Umi. So the winner of Nozomi and Umi is actually the same person. So that's why I decided to make like a single one together. This one is also Nozomi giveaway right here. And then finally Mary giveaway. And that's all I have. But I have a lot that I need to actually draw. So I might also just draw and not just color. But for now I wanted to color. So I'm actually going to open it on my tablet so I can see the original colors because I don't remember them otherwise. So that's Mikey. I'm not sure what's the collection of that one because it was one of it when it was still in one. But I think if I search for cooking Mikey, I'll find it. Here we go. So I have Tomodachi. And it's the November set. Quite cute card. So yeah, I drew her skin already. I have some gold details to add. I'm gonna do the yellow right here. I have this yellow pen right here. It's really good. Do I have more yellow? Not really. I'm gonna do her hair. Mickey's iconic hair. It's probably the worst time for like most of the people who could potentially be interested in watching that because I'm in Singapore and most people are in the United States, and if I remember correctly, right now in the United States, like the middle of the night. Not even like late evening, just like really middle of the night. And that's fine. It's not like I'm expecting a lot of people interested. That's fine. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit weird. I'm really sick. I don't know how it happened. I wasn't even cold or anything. But I got a cold for some reason. Oh no. Anyway, keep it Mikey. Sorry. Oh, no one's watching. I just saw there's 0 viewers. That's okay. I'm just making a YouTube video. So I won't go to waste. And I'll be talking to myself. What is that? Is that supposed to be her hair? I guess so. I always draw these little gloves in their hair to make like lightning. I've tried a bunch of ways to make some lights in their hair, and this is one that's the best to me. Originally, I was just doing some like tiny cinders. It didn't look so good. I tried to do some famous like adding some silver afterwards, which looked okay, I guess. But I like these little gloves better. Next, there's this part of the skirt that has like layers. Some blues here. Same for the gloves as well. So I'm not actually an artist or anything. Like, I forgot to add a disclaimer. I'm really just doing that for fun. These giveaways just give me an excuse to draw because I really love drawing. It's just that I'm not really good at it, so I don't really have any reason to do it. So yeah, basically, these giveaways give me a reason to draw. More like an excuse, I guess, an excuse to draw. So it's really fun. If you want to see a specific character or a specific outfit that you want me to draw, let me know. This is not like gray, I guess. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that part of the dress. These are definitely black, so I'll go for it. I like Mikey. She's cute. She's definitely not in my top favorite characters, but I think her personality is a bit unique. I always like pink characters. I think I have something that looks like that color, so I think I'll just go for pink. Can't really see, huh? Maybe like this. Yeah, that's better. When I started doing these letters, the first time I did that was for the Kickstarter that we started. I think it was in 2015, 2014. But anyway, it was a long time ago. And we did a Kickstarter. We just wanted like $400 because at the time Scarlet Match was pretty small, so we didn't need that much money. So we just asked for $500, which they wouldn't really get us anywhere. Because now I think it's more than $300 a month for the servers that we have. But at the time, that's what we needed. So we had a Kickstarter where we asked for money. And then all the people who supported me, I drew something for them. But at the time, it was really, really simple. I didn't really do much. I mean, I did my best, but I didn't have anything. I had a bunch of colored pencils that I had from when I was in high school, so they were pretty old. I just had one black Sharpie, which I got for free because I went to a con, and they were giving Sharpies. And so I used that. And what I did is that for the postcards themselves, I went to Walmart and I bought some you can print photos, custom photos. So I basically just took some HD pictures of LoveLive, which at the time was really just used. There was no Aqua. And I printed some photos of them. And then on the back of the photos, I used them as postcards. And I basically drew some characters behind the postcards, but I wasn't really good at it or anything. And I wasn't even trying to spend some time and trying to, make something that looks pretty or anything. It was more like very simple, almost like stick figures. A little bit more details than that, but not that much. And because I didn't think, anyone would expect anything. And even today, I'm pretty sure nobody really expects anything. But as I was doing them, I didn't have that many. I think I had like 40 to make. But as I was doing them, I started to realize that I was really enjoying it. And I kind of missed the time when I was, younger and I was taking art classes. Because when I was younger, I wanted to be an artist. So I was taking art classes. And it reminded me of that. And I realized that I kind of missed this time. So as I was going through the letters, I started making more and more, detailed drawings. And it's kind of sad because I started with the highest tier. So the people who gave more money got their letter drawn first. But because of how I was enjoying it and how I was adding more and more details, in the end, the people who gave less money actually got better drawings. I mean, it's not good, right? I was just having fun, but it's a bit sad that in the end they got the best drawings got to the people who gave less money. which is fine. I mean, anyway, it was more something that I was doing for fun. And oh, I'm so tired. I'm just gonna do these little dots like this. And so that was the first time I was doing that. And then for, I think, a year or so, I didn't ask any money. And I paid for everything myself. And it was getting harder and harder because at the time I had just failed the company that I tried to start. And I was basically in huge debt. And I didn't have that much money for myself or anything. So I did that for a while. And I survived thanks to the money that I had on Kickstarter. And some, occasional donations that I was getting on PayPal, which was really nice. But after that, I realized that it was not going to be possible because the sites were getting bigger and we weren't getting that much donation. So I needed another solution. That's when I started doing Patreon. I was really scared to do Patreon because I didn't know if it was going to be well received now that the website grew so big. But I decided to go for it. And in the end, it was pretty well accepted. I first launched it for the Cinderella Producers only, which was really small at the time. And the people at Cinderella Producers really liked it, and I got a bunch of supporters. The first days I already had some people who were supporting, and even some that are still supporting as of this day, even though it's been like almost 2 years now. So that was really cool. And so when I had to think of rewards, I kind of copied what I had on Kickstarter. Then I realized that doing that every month would be really hard, so I changed them a little bit. I changed the rewards a little bit, but not that much. So I started having more excuses to draw. So that was really cool to me because I really loved drawing. So I started buying some better Sharpies. I was still using the same set of colors that I didn't really change. I had like, I don't know, 5 or 6 colors. And then I realized that it wasn't really good to use some licensed images, so I started using actual postcards. So whenever I would travel somewhere, I remember I went to Mexico, I went to Vietnam, went to a bunch of places, even San Francisco where I was living. I bought some postcards, and I was, sending actual postcards from cities. And people liked them as well. I even found at some point some vintage postcard from San Francisco, which were really, really cool. So I sent that. That was one of the very few letters I sent originally. And then after that, what did I do? I had a bunch of iterations of stuff. At some point I got these, so these are like from Daiso. It's just paper for letters. Very fancy one. It was the Sakura season, and I love Sakura, so when I saw them I was really excited, and that's why I bought them. So I used them for a while, so if you participate in the giveaway, or if you're a donator, you'll probably receive one of these, because I have many. And I also used some mini postcards that are very similar. And then after that, I decided to make my own paper for letters, so that's what you see now, which is the Tomodachi official paper for letters. So there's the logo right here, and this is supposed to be the design of the UR, so I don't know if you recognize it, but the envelope, it's like the background of the envelope, and this is like the heart that closes the envelope. And I made one for Bandori as well, so if you get a prize for Bandori Party for one of our contests, you will also get this kind of paper, but for Bandori. I really like these because I can print them myself, and I think they're more personalized. I like the ones from these ones, they're nice as well, so sometimes I still use them. But I think making my own is cool. I don't know, let me know if you like them, if you don't like them. Which one you would prefer receiving. I don't really get that much feedback on them. I think the reason for that is because my drawings are not really good or anything. And so it's hard to go to someone and say, oh, your drawings are so cute, when, they're not really that cute. You can see it's a beginner making them, so that's probably the reason why people can comment on them. And that's totally fine. Like, I really have no issue with that, because I know I'm doing that mostly for myself as an excuse to draw. So I don't really get that many comments on them. If any. I did get some. I got comments saying things like, it's interesting, Oh, no, my laptop started sleeping, so I don't know if that stopped the stream, maybe. But it says it's still streaming, so hopefully not. What do you have? These take me a long time. You probably noticed it's been like 20 minutes already, and I'm like not even halfway done, even though the drawing was like, I already made it before starting the stream. So you can see these with me a little time. Okay, fine. I also improved my collection of Sharpies a lot. The first time I bought a bunch of, like a set of Sharpies, they were pretty big. Let me show you. So I bought a set of this size, so they're actually pretty thick. And then for my birthday, my boyfriend actually bought me these, which are a lot thinner. So depending on what I'm doing, I use one or the other. I have pretty much the same colors in both sizes, so that's really cool. I also start buying more, fancier stuff. Like, I started buying. Do I have them here? Yeah. So I started buying. This one is white, and it goes on top, so I use it for some, little light on eyes right here, which looks really good, and then some gold. The gold and silver that I have, I use them all the time. I got them in Japan actually. They're pretty good quality, and they go on top of anything that I've done. So if sometimes I fail, I will draw on top of it with gold or silver as a way to fix. It's quite convenient. Good lollipop. Okay. It looks green in the end. It was supposed to be more like blue and green, but it's kind of looking just green. So this is supposed to be the price of the person that won. It's like a keychain. But because I don't have it with me right now, it's in the other room, I'll just color it afterwards. I'll just basically color all the prizes after I'm done. So this is more of like a dark red, and I believe I have a dark red. Yeah, there we go. I also used to have a box with all my colored pencils, and it was taking me so long every time. It would take me forever to find the color, and then I would just put it back in the mess, and it was always like this. That's when I learned that it was better to have to sort my pencils, and whenever I'm done with one, I just put it back where it's supposed to be. So they're sorted by colors, not by size, and that's really convenient. So yeah, I think I'm done with that marquee. I have some little hearts right here that I'm going to color. But what should I do next? I can do Ellie, I can do, no, not Ellie, sorry. I can do Mary, I can do Rico, I can do Nozomi. So let me know which one you want me to do. Sparkling, sparkling. I started doing a weekly stream called Circle Fiesta with a lot of people from a lot of websites. It's really cool. I'm using the same Twitch channel here because it's my own actually. I'm just using my own personal channel for Circle stuff. Just like I'm using my own personal Patreon. And YouTube channel is actually also my own for Circle stuff. I hope you don't mind. I hope you're not here only for Circle Fiesta. You don't want to see anything else. But anyway, this is the finished one. Not finished because I still need to color this part this time. I'm not so happy with that one. I think I've always could have been better, but I don't really have a good set of colors for that one. Let's go to an easy one because I'm a bit tired right now. Because I'm really sick, as you know. This one is Mikey and Mary and Nico. I actually made them swap uniforms and swap their pose. So Nico is doing that, and Mary is doing that. Uniform, I should know them all, but I'll take them off just in case. Make sure I use the bright colors. So let me do the skin first, actually. This one for skin. This one is the first one, the first fancy one that I got. Oh yeah, it's also worth mentioning that for a very, very long time, I wasn't coloring the skin. I was keeping the skin white from the white paper that I was using. Because yeah, Japanese characters are all white, so I didn't need any skin colored pencil. And one day I was in this craft store and I saw this skin colored pen, and I bought it. I was like, I'll give it a try, but I don't think I would like it. And when I first made my first drawing with skin colored, my boyfriend was like, no, this is ugly. It doesn't work at all. The old characters look Western when you do that. They don't look Japanese anymore because Japanese people have very fair skin, and this makes their skin look darker. But I think what happened mostly is that we both were used to seeing my drawings with very white skin, and it was the same kind of drawing. So comparing them next to each other, the ones with purely white skin versus the ones with like skin colored skin. I mean, as in like white people skin colored, like kind of beige in color together, it made it look like it was too dark for Japanese people, but that's because they were next to each other. I made a little bit more, and then I realized that it actually made my drawing look a little bit better. Because yeah, again, I'm still a beginner. I don't know if you can count this as a beginner because I took art classes for years, but it's more that I'm not really a passionate artist. I'm not a beginner. I've been doing this for years and years. But I'm not good either. Like, I'm not a professional, basically an amateur. I just do that because I like it, but I don't try to like see good technique, I don't know if you noticed as well, but when I draw, I never draw first with like an erasable pencil and then I fix it and all that. I really just draw with one Sharpie, so once it's on paper, I can't do anything about it. And that's kind of a rule that I set to myself because I think it's more fun and it's less pressure as well, I guess. Because I can I don't know. If I was able to always go back, it would take me forever. I would always be fixing stuff, you know. So I like this little restriction that I put to myself that I can't really fix anything that I do. It makes my drawings very wonky and very unprofessional, but again, I guess it's part of my style. So both of them are cert years, so it's gonna be the blue one. Oh, looks really good. It's the right color. And the rest is gonna be gray. I'm going to do the white line with my white pen because it's going to be really hard. It's really small to keep that line white. So I'm just going to draw it afterwards. Does it still look okay? It's very dark right now, but it gets a little lighter when it dries. So I'm not too worried. This paper overall is like that. It looks really dark when I do it in the class. It dries out and it gets lighter. Which is a thing about this specific paper. If when I draw these, I don't have this problem. If I can avoid the problem, it's not really a problem. Very bright colored Nico's eyes. And I think I'm going to do them right. And now, what should I do? Yeah, I guess I'll keep her active. So, red ribbons. Red little balls on the side. Is anyone with me? Say hi. I'm mostly drawing and talking here because I'm a bit bored otherwise. Because I'm at home, I'm sick, can't do anything. So if you're here with me, just say hello. So I'm not alone anymore. Oh god. I hope that's not too cringy. Drawing really shitty drawing and telling you about my life at the same time. Look like a whole grandma. Oh, I hate this one. This one is very not precise at all, but it's the only one that looks okay for Nico's hair color that I have. So I really hate it when I have to do that. I need to be like really careful, and it's never enough. I've been trying to draw more and more characters on their side because I think it's really cool, and I generally don't really explore this kind of flows. So I've been doing also like that. I drew, I think, who was it? Hanamaru, I think, singing, and she was also on her side. And it ended up being a really nice drawing. I really liked it. Let's look at these buttons. Let's say yellow. More like gold, maybe. Oh, that's some gold paper. And then for Muse, so Muse is a little bit more complex. So I'll draw these lines for the uniform. I guess it looks like this. With some lines here. Should I draw more than that? Maybe there's only one window. Yeah, I'll draw a little bit more. Otherwise it looks kind of empty. And that's going to be the color. I think it's green and blue for ribbon. Because it's the third year as well. So in my drawing, Murray and Nico are meeting in real life, which never happened in the anime or anywhere else besides the voice actresses, which met, but there's no canon story of the characters meeting, so hopefully you will see that in the movie. I hope they will put that up. We're kind of all waiting for it, waiting for that moment when Muse can finally meet the girls they love. Sorry, Aqua can finally meet the girls they love from Muse. Because they kind of all look up to Muse, you know, so it would be great to see them actually interact. You know what, if I end up uploading this on YouTube, probably accelerate it, because I am speaking very slowly. And this way, it's not too boring, because this is, you know, It's been a while that I've been drawing already. Mary and Nico are not my favorite characters either. You're gonna think that I'm only drawing characters I don't like today, or that I don't like any character, but that's not true. I actually like them all. I have some that I like more than others. It's like everybody, I guess. So I have this like very light blue, and I mostly use to add some shades. Then whenever I have like a white piece of clothing or whatever, I always use this very light blue. Sometimes depending on the color of the outfit, I also have a very light purple and pink, so I use that as well. I think it looks good. So what's mine is that I call it, it's yellow, right? So I'm going to use the same yellow. There you go. And I guess the last thing to do is going to be the uniform. I like drawing uniforms. They're much easier to do. Like, I'm very worried about that one, for example. It's going to take me forever. So many details. Uniforms are a little bit easier because there's less scars. So I don't need to worry too much about that. Should I use the thin one or the thick one? I think it's the thin one. Because it's just small lines. Oh, I'll start with the red actually. I need to do the red squares first. Red. Little squares. Wait, what's happening here? There you go in there. You can see. Okay, good. And then the darker blue lines are here. I have a aqua uniform cosplay at home, but I don't have any Muse uniform at home. I have one outfit from Muse, which is Valentine's Nozomi V2, not V3 or V1. So it's the one when they're cooking. And I wore it for Anime Boston, which was the very first event organized by K-Lab internationally. It was in Boston. At the time I was in San Francisco. So it was a bit far from me. I actually like planned the whole trip. I went with my boyfriend, who was really nice, and went with me, even though he didn't care about the convention. So he just like visited the city when I was at the con, and then we stayed a little bit more and we visited the city together. So that was really nice of him. And it was a big deal. Now there's like LoveLive stuff everywhere, like official LoveLive stuff happening. But at the time, it was pretty rare. So when they announced that there was going to be a K-Lab booth, these ones somewhere, at Anime Boston, I decided to go there. We didn't even know if there was going to be anything else in the future organized, by K-Lab officially. So there was a little tournament as well, which didn't go really well because they basically did the pre-tournament online without checking if the people were actually attending. So I think half of the people who got selected weren't actually there, and most people who were there and wanted to participate couldn't participate, and I was part of them. They let me try to play on stage, but that wasn't part of the tournament, so that was very nice of them. But yeah, I also live streamed that event, so I have a video on YouTube. It was really fun. And that's pretty much the first time that I decided to buy a cosplay. Oh no. What's again? Oh no, it's happening. Okay. So yeah, I decided to buy a cosplay of Nozomi, especially for this. It does look like the Muse uniform, doesn't it? Use an aqua. You can recognize them. That's cool. And then after that, I bought a lot more cosplays. I have the one for Hanamaru camping part, and I have the winter uniform. Is that it? I think that's it. I don't have that many cosplays. Anyway, I don't even use them because I rarely go to conventions. Oh, I have a mystical. Okay. I forgot to do it, so I'm doing it with my white pen instead. Anyway, there isn't that much space for it. And I'm going to do little dots for the eyes, which I usually do. Do I need to do anything else? Oh yeah, the lines for the uniforms. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And that's it, yeah. I'm done with that one. That one was a little easier. Still takes a while, but a lot easier. Alright, what do I draw next? Which ones are more important, I guess? I'll do the more urgent ones first. I guess I'll do this one. I need to cut it first. Because I'm putting on my own paper, so I have to cut them on like. There you go. Alright, so this one is Ellie. I found the white day sets. Let me find an official image of that. White day Ellie. I think that whenever I type the name of a character and an outfit, I will always go to the first result. Will always be stored from the movie. It's really cool because it's my website. It's my baby. I made it. So I'm proud of my baby. I don't have that many subjects to talk about. Sorry. Still trying to make this a little entertaining, because otherwise you won't really watch someone just drawing. Already explained all my techniques when I draw, the reason why I'm doing that. Lately there's been more and more people who, not even lately, more like beginning of this year, I started to notice on Discord and other chat rooms that a lot of people think that I'm a very mysterious person, that, you know, they don't know what's going to happen to Sukutomo, they don't know what's going to happen to, you know, any of my other websites, because, like, I don't really talk much, so they're not sure, they don't know. Being from the staff team, or, you know, anyone else, people seem to, you know, think that I'm someone who doesn't really say anything and just puts out stuff, but it's not really true. I'm a very, very open person. I think it's just that not a lot of people are that interested in going and asking me questions, which I guess makes sense, because I'm not like a public figure. And I myself, I'm totally guilty, because I don't really participate in, you know, on most online communities. I am on a lot of Discord servers, so if you add me, if you mention me there, I will answer very quickly, but I don't really participate myself. And that's a bit of a shame, you know? It's just that I'm not really that much of, I don't really stay in chat rooms. It's just something that I don't really do anymore. Which is probably the reason why most people don't even know what's up. Within websites and like that. But anyway, long story short, I'm not a mysterious person. I'm not really weird. I guess I'm kind of weird and antisocial, but not in a negative way. Not mean or anything. Try my best to be transparent and share everything I do. But, you know, it takes time to publicly write about stuff, and most people don't really care, so in the end I ended up not doing it. I used to publish a lot more of updates, but not other people were really interested in them, so I stopped doing that. Oh, sorry. But I still try to be transparent. I still try to make sure that everything I do, I ask people what they prefer. I, you know, make sure that when I make decisions based on what people actually want. What's sad as well is that I get a lot of haters because of that as well. Because they don't really get to talk to me, so the image that they get of me is from other people, or from, you know, the very few things that they hear about me. And so, yeah, I don't know how I end up getting a bad reputation. Which is very sad. I wish I could make more friends in the community. I tried to be active on some of the spice, but I just don't do this kind of thing, sadly. I'm not really good at it. I'm not really a Discord person. Okay, I think I covered everything. For the skin, just make her a nice pink. I think that's cute. A lot of techniques that I started doing is a lot of iterations of drawings that I did, and being like, oh, that looks cool, I should do it more, you know. So I'm trying, and then I keep the things that I like. It's very light purple. It's really nice for this white day set. The first time I drew the white day set, I didn't have anything. I really had a very limited selection of pencils. And so I used just, you know, very bright purple, very bright pink, and it looks so bad. So I was like, okay, I'm sorry if you like that set, I'm not going to draw them. Like, I just can't. And then I acquired these very nice, but very expensive pencils. They're called Tombow. They're from Japan. And they're really good for that. They're The color is very similar to, it's like very pastel basically. Not all of them are like that. Some are very bright as well in that collection, but they have very pastel ones that I really like. This is purple here, the bow, which is the top. These are just, oh, and here, it's also kind of purple. These are also purple, a bit darker. And what's cool with these is that they do multiple layers, it gets darker. I don't know if you can see from the camera, but this is just one layer here, and this is multiple layers, and it's a lot darker. And then next I have same collection, but in pink. I don't know if you can see. It's such a light pink that it also almost looks like it's white. I'm gonna do a second layer of these beautiful wings right here, and then I finished the wings with some blue. And same thing for the roses on the side. Oh, there's some roses here as well that are kind of pink. I guess that's the rest is more of the bow as well. So, okay. The line is in the middle, I think, is pink as well. So I'll do the line in the middle, a little bit darker. They're just applying multiple layers. And then I finished with some glue, so I'll just finish the rest of the wings with the glue to make a sort of a gradient. And the side here also more blue. There's the side being a little darker. Using the middle blue as well. And the arms also a little bit more blue. Just some lights. It took me a while to figure out how to color these specific outfits. The birthday one are tricky outfits for sure. I hope you can see well. Hope it's not too boring because it's too slow. I mean too far. Anyway, next I will add some blue to the roses right here as well. Like half pink, half blue. So some white, but first I need some very bright blue, and unfortunately I don't have that. I'm just gonna use this one, but it's a little darker. Oh no, it looks okay actually. Very vibrant color. Anything else with that color? No, I think that's it. I think it's supposed to match her hair, her eyes actually. And then there's a little bit of details in gold, I believe. Yeah, I'll do some gold. Oh, and some silver as well. It's only gold and silver on one time. Look around. You know, the problem with this golden and silver one is that they last too long. I wish they would die faster, this way I would have an excuse to go back to Japan and buy one. You know, I need excuses. A little bit of white as usual for the eyes. Let me try to make it so you can see. The details of the eyes. And there's some lines here. It's kind of hard to see because it's very, very light colors with white on top. Yeah, there's a lot of little dots everywhere, so just kind of go randomly. There's some on the wings as well. Oops. Gotta be careful because it doesn't dry very fast. I got some in my hands. And a little bit more here. Okay. So we're good for that. Maybe some little light from here. And gold again, I guess. Gold again. For the ribbon here. Here, not inside, just the outside of everything. The roses have some gold around, so I'm just going to try to put some gold cover it with black lines. This gold. Okay, and then we have little buttons on gold as well. This one here is not gold. Well, I can make it silver, I guess. Let's make it silver. Okay, and this is also silver. Let's do it now. Same as previous drawing, I'm going to draw that part in the middle afterwards. I'll draw all the prizes. Make that starts to hurt a little. So I'm not in my tail position, but since I'm filming, I need you to actually be able to see something. Otherwise, it's kind of no point in filming. Oh, I forgot to color that one. Oh, there you go. You can see the difference between my first white day coloring versus that one. So I'm not saying this one's perfect, but oh my god, it's so much better. First one that I made, the colors were like very, very, flashy pink and flashy purple, and it looked so bad. It's really not what you're supposed to see in the white day set. White day set is really meant to be very pastel. So I'm glad I found this. And I guess that's it for that one. I think I'm done with that drawing as well. Pretty efficient today, pretty efficient. 1 hour and I have 3 done, but that's because I'm drawing the easy ones first. Kind of cheating. Yeah. Showing the final drawing. So which one do you like more so far? Come on, let's read it out then. We have this one, and let me show you the last one. Where is it? Here. Which one do you like better so far? Alright, next. Oops, this one's not dry yet. Next, after I also don't want to do a cover too, because it's going to take forever. There's 2 characters here. Okay, do I even have one? Let's do that one. Oh, but I already did Nico for this video. Let's try to do another one. I don't really have another one. Oh, I have one. Okay, let's do one. There we go. So that's Marine. I can see how it looks like. I'm still here, don't worry. I was just finding reference images. Alright, let's get started as usual. I'll start with the skin. She has a bit of a flat head, doesn't she? This drawing's not so good. If you want me to actually draw stuff and not just color, let me know as well. I do have some that I need to draw anyway, so I can do them. And it looks like I forgot to draw the gloves. So let's do that now. I think I should do that on Periscope. I think more people showed up last time I did it live on Periscope for this kind of thing. I guess people here on Twitch, they kind of assume that you're gonna do play games, and you're not. next time I'll probably be live and post stuff for this kind of thing. It's also easier for me because I can use my phone. Here I'm using my webcam and the angle is not so good. And you can see a little part of my laptop there. And is that for the skin? Amy, you're showing a lot of skin here. What are you doing? Not saying she shouldn't, but you know, it's not very doing. So yeah, I always use this one to make some like light, I guess, on white pieces. I'm gonna do that. This just saves. And this is like Cinderella. Oh, this one has a lot of cards. I don't even know where to start. I'm just gonna start dark blue. I'm gonna use it for the cut. Her eyes are more like orange, so I guess that's orange. This one looks good from the one side. I guess this one's not so good. I'll take a picture of that one. Okay, back to here you go. Some pink here. What should I do next for hair, I guess? I'll do it with this very bright blue. Make her hair bright blue like that. I'll use more darker blue for you, honey. I think for Umi it's more, I don't know, I just like it bright blue like that. I think it looks better. I think it suits her personality a little better. Well, that's just my opinion. Maybe. The marine set is actually one of my favorites. I'm not a big fan of the fact that they have their belly button showing. I am generally not a big fan of crop tops, like as a fashion accessory. But I really, really like anything, you know, marine themed. So I really love these outfits. That's probably the reason why I didn't cosplay any of them. Otherwise, I would have. But I didn't really World Pocket. That would be terrible as well. But the mix of like dark blue and light blue and a little bit of red everywhere, I think they really did a great job. I think it looks amazing. Look at this gorgeous blue hair. Is there one that I prefer drawing? I guess no. I guess I like drawing all of the characters. I like drawing Rico because I bought a pen just for Rico's hair. But it's more like because I like using that specific pen. So it's more like the coloring. In terms of drawing, the one I don't like drawing for sure is Mary. But that's because her eyes are so weird and I can never manage to get them right. They always look, you know, either they look bad or they don't look like Mary's eyes. So I don't like drawing. But it's just that. In terms of outfits, I like drawing uniforms usually, you know, and simple pleated skirts. I like that. I don't really have strong favorites, I'd say. Same for this one. I'll draw those white lines afterwards. Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining. So I'm doing Uni right now, but before that, I did Ellie, White Day Ellie. I did Cooking Maki, Idolized. Then I did Mary and Nico swapped uniforms, and I swapped and Mary's doing Nico's hand, Nico's doing Mary's hand. And yeah, I have a bunch more that I did before. And right now I'm doing Umi because I'm trying to draw different characters, trying to know, because I have a lot of Mary to finish out, a lot of Nico, but you know, I'm trying to show you some variety. If you want me to draw instead of color stuff, let me know, because I also have some that I need to draw. If you have any questions as well, no. Once again, I want to make sure that you know that I am not an artist. I am not a professional or anything. I really enjoy drawing. I would never, you know, offer my art to anyone because I know it's not really art. It's really more like doodles. So yeah, don't take me too seriously. I'm really not doing that seriously, but I'm having fun. So I guess that's what matters. Any of you also like drawing? What's cool about my community is about Tomodachi, even Bang and all that. We have a lot of really, really talented artists. It's so cool to see everyone's work. A lot of posts on Tomodachi are just art, you know, on Bandori as well. It's so cool to see. I'm always happy to see some art of my best girl. Always. Some yellow here. What else do we have? A little more gold. It's not really yellow. Yeah. Everything else is kind of gold. So I'm going to go with gold later. Because gold takes a while to dry. Oh no, they left again. But thanks for the people who are still staying. I appreciate it. Oh, there's like a star here. I guess I'll draw it on that side. Yeah. Good enough. Okay, then we have a lighter blue. What kind of blue can I use for this one? Not really. I guess I'm not really kind of dark. I guess I'll just use that one. I won't be sure I do enough layers because otherwise we're not going to see any difference with the white parts. Okay, then what else? Oh, I forgot the gloves. Let's do the gloves now. Not this one. This one looks better. Is the angle good? I think it looks okay from what I see of my screen, but I'm not really sure if you can see well. I'm going to use Johannes blue for that. Wait, where is it? Where is Johannes blue? I have a thick one, but where is the thin one? maybe I put it back in black. Oh no, I lost it. Let's just do it with the thick one. Okay. After that, I think I'm almost done. The black part here. This one took a little longer than I expected. I thought this one would be pretty fast, but there's actually a lot of small details. Not many colors, but because there's small details, I keep forgetting them. So I have to take this over again. Hey guys, how are you? Thanks for joining the stream. Oh, I'm so sick. But I'm glad I'm not by myself. I'm gonna get to do some drawing. There's some lines, but they're not like white. I'll do it with silver. I think it's gonna look good. Yeah, that looks good. And I'll do the lines in silver as well here. Here you go. Okay, and then the other side. Okay, and after that, I have the gold thing here I didn't do. I have some gold details here as well. Yes. Oh, I forgot that part in the blue as well. Maybe I should just not speak, and then I upload this under the hashtag ASMR. Just opening my thing. I don't really have a good mic for ASMR though. I think you need a pretty good mic if you want to do ASMR. Okay, there's a lot of gold details here. I really like when there's gold details like that. Here. Sides. Oh, I forgot to draw the shoes as well. You didn't remind me. Oh, there's some lines as well here. That's good. I like that. I'm also gonna. For the sparkles, I have them in creative. I don't think would look good for the sparkles. But I think it's not bright enough. This one. Nah, not so good, huh? Okay, is there any detail that I forgot? I think I'm mostly good. I think it looks okay. Did I forget anything? Oh yeah, I forgot. A little sparkle in her eyes. Of course. Here. Yeah, and that's it, I guess. I think I've got it once. Yeah, this one's okay. I think the line set is nice to color. The colors are pretty good. Sorry, still sick. And then I'll do one more and then I'll stop streaming and I'll just go rest because I'm really tired. I'm actually really sick, like I'm not exaggerating. I'll do the Sneeko. It's a birthday one for Blake. He's been supporting Tomodachi for quite a long time and recently started supporting Bandori Party as well, so I'm really happy, really nice. I think it's a pure card. It's an event card, no, it's not. It's, oh yeah, it's an SSR actually. This is our poor Nico. For some reason I thought it was an SSR. I didn't remember it well. Let's go. Let's just get straight into it. Starting with, as usual, skin color, which is Tumbo brand that I really like. Oh, Blake, you're here. That's awesome. Yeah, this one's for you. It's for your birthday. I'm making a Nico, which I hope I will be able to ship to you soon. I was actually wondering if I'd see some people who are gonna get these letters actually see me doing them. Originally, I was not sure if I should show them publicly, if it's better to just, have a surprise when you receive them. But then I thought, it's fun to see each one. Originally, I wanted to release some videos afterwards, after I make sure that they receive them. But I think it's okay. So yeah, this one's for you. It's for your birthday. Thank you so much for it. It's been a very long time actually that you've been supporting Tomodachi. If I remember correctly, you were even in the very first Kickstarter. So, long time supporter. Really appreciate it. And when I saw that you started donating also for Bandori on PayPal and on Patreon, that was really, really cool. Nico's your favorite, right? And you've seen a bunch of Nico things on your feed. Okay, is that all we have for skin? I think so. Next, I'm gonna do her cap, I think. So I'm gonna start with the yellow details. Some stars here, try to make them a little bigger. And here as well. How am I going to do that? I guess this one's better, and I'll just write LoveLive. Here you go. And the star as well. Here. And the rest, I'll do it using that one. I love these, they're so good. It's like a transparent cap. It's going to be hard to draw. I need to add some more pearl here. Blue and white, blue and white. And then we have not. Let's see. Oh, that's some blue. The red eyes. I don't think those were red eyes. Originally, I wasn't sure about them. I thought they were a little bit too. I don't know. Red eyes have this image of being, very scary eyes. But so yeah, it took me a while to get used to Nico's eyes. But now I really like them. It's one of these cases where you're not too sure about something, and then you get used to it, and then it's your best thing. It happens to me quite often. When I don't like something, I always end up not only liking it, but it being my favorite. It's so weird, right? But yeah, it happens quite often. What time is it for you? For me, it's late afternoon. It's reaching the time when I get off work, usually. But I'm already at home because I'm sick. I don't even know how I got sick, guys. I have no idea. Why? Why did this happen? Not sure what I have, but I'm just assuming it's a cold. For reasons of AC, mainly AC. Oh, my boyfriend's asking where I am. I'm still at home, didn't move, too sick to move. Sorry. This one is like a dark blue, but I think this one would be too dark if I use that one. So I'm gonna go for one that's probably for this one, which is probably lighter than the actual color, but I don't think I really have the color in between. Actually, I think it's the exact color, but because I have less details, I'm not really able to add all these lights, all these little sparkles. So I'm just gonna go for a color that's slightly lighter. I think it's gonna look better. And here. Any other part that's blue? Yeah, we have this here. It's blue. It's really convenient because I have two sizes of each of my pens. I have these very thin ones and the other very thick ones. I have these that are more like paintbrush style, and they also have this here, but I never ever use them. I only use the paintbrush style because they're the kind that are like too strong, and so it goes through most paper, which is really bad. So I rarely use them. Sorry, I'm sick. A little bit of gradient, a little bit of blue gradient. Blue bracelet as well. And the last one is yellow. What about you? Who's your best girl? Tell me in the chat. Who's your favorite idol? If you tell me, then I will tell you who is my favorite. Though I'm pretty sure this is not a secret information. But yeah, I do have the favorite. Ouch. Hurt myself with my nails. I have pretty long nails. Look, every time I draw, this happens. I have some everywhere here as well. I'm such a child. I don't even know how to color basic things. Her swimsuit is kind of like Earth theme. It's like it's supposed to be the galaxy, and that's supposed to be Earth, I think. Looks like it. What's the color of that ribbon? No, it's just the same pink. So let's reuse the same pink here. So, my best girls. So, for Muse, I started, my favorite from Muse originally was Ellie, because I didn't know anything about LoveLive, and I have a thing for blonde girls. Always. Like, whenever there's a blonde one, that's always my favorite character. So I picked Ellie. So that was my starter in English version. And I believe it was also my starter in Japanese version. And after that, I watched the anime, I got a little bit closer to the character, I started understanding them more, and then I realized that Hanayō was my favorite. And I think the main reason for Hanayō being my favorite is that I'm a very shy person. Hanayō is also kind of shy. But I guess the main reason is that she loves rice. And I freaking love rice, okay? Oops, I'm sorry, my laptop. Just... Progress so far with our little Nico, which we can see her feet, which is very rare. Most of my drawings, we can't really see their feet. It stops here, you see. And this one, it stops even before. This one as well. Like, I rarely draw feet. So, if you see feet, or okay, you're a lucky one. So, in total, it takes me around an hour and a half or 2 hours per prize, counting, finding an image, drawing it, writing the letter, doing some research, because I always, try to search and try to find a card that you actually have a connection with when I draw. So that takes me a while. Sometimes I don't find any, so I just, get a random one. But I still always take some time to, do some research and give you something you like. So yeah, in total, as the coloring being the longest one. Coloring, drawing, writing, researching, it takes me around 2 hours. An hour and a half, 2 hours per prize. And no longer when I need to make a custom class, like if I need to make a keychain or a badge, I need to I need to make it, I need to print it, I need to cut it, I need to prepare it, I need to pack it in an envelope. I have a sort of a routine for all the packages, or like a checklist of everything I put inside. Every single giveaway or Patreon or whatever that I'm shipping, I always add some snacks. So generally it's going to be Kit Kats that I buy from Japan, because these are so tasty. I don't think there's anyone out there that doesn't like them. Myself, I'm not a big fan of chocolate, but these mini Kit Kats are everything. The matcha one, the raspberry one. I don't like dark chocolate though, so I don't like these. I also have some sake ones, so that they contain alcohol. So I need to be careful with these because I don't want any parent to run after me. So I always double check that the person who's receiving them is not only, you know, over 21, but also not religious or anything. Because in some religions, alcohol is also not allowed. So I'm extremely careful with these. But they make some people very happy, so worth it. What else am I going to add here? I still need to do the hair. Is there anything else that I'm missing? There's some lips on her arm, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to add the lips. Though, I have to admit, it's kind of weird to have this kind of temporary tattoo, but you do you, Nico, you do you. Ain't judging. I ain't judging. Scrunchy on the foot. Oh, you like Yohane as well? I like Yohane. Little Chungyo. So for me, in Aqua, because I didn't actually finish saying that, in Aqua, my favorite. So when I only saw the design, I was like, I like Yo. She's like original, so I think I'm gonna go for Yo. But then after I watched the anime, Hanamur became my favorite, which she's kind of similar to Hanayo in many ways, but she's also kind of sassy sometimes, which I'm really not. Like I'm probably the least sassy person you'll meet, but I enjoy her personality. I think she's cute. But besides that, she's also, you know, a bookworm, someone who really likes learning new things. And I really like that. I also love Chika. Chika, it came afterwards. It came more after, you know, realizing myself that I wanted to be someone who was positive. And I think Chika's energy, Chika's way of always, you know, finding ways to do whatever she wants to do. And no matter what happens, she will say, oh, it's frustrating, it's frustrating. But she's never going to give up, you know. She's always going to smile. And I think that's really cool, and that's what I aspire to be. So, and she's also the leader. I really like leaders in general. I also like Honoka for the same reason. So, yeah, Chika is also my favorite. And then finally, mostly after watching a lot of stories in Sif, side stories, I realized that I really, really found Riko to be very adorable. And so, I slowly fell in love with Riko just by watching her side stories in Sif. So at the moment, I have one best girl in Muse, which is Hanayo. But I have 3 best girls in Aqua, and I haven't been able to narrow it down to one. For me, they're all my best girls. All 3 of them. And it's funny because it's also one per subunit. So Sharon, Guilty Kiss, and Azalea. So when I'm asked which one's your favorite subunit, I'm also not able to answer. Because I like one per subunit. I went to the, what was the name of that event? Hakodate subunit carnival event. And everybody was like, oh, who's your favorite? You just sign for your favorite, you need to do this for your favorite. And I was like, guys, I can't. So I ended up signing for Sharon, but the only reason I signed for Sharon was because they had the least amount of signature, so I wanted to support my babies. Funny story about Sharon as well. My boyfriend doesn't really like LoveLive, but he likes me and he supports me. So he went with me to the Aqua Live, and he didn't know much about it, but he's heard some songs, and he was like, I think Sharon is the worst. I don't like Sharon, but Guilty Kiss is the best. And then after the live, he was like, wait, I was wrong. Sharon is actually my favorite. And he still liked the others, but he went from like, I absolutely dislike Sharon to, yeah, they're my favorite subunits. So that was funny. Okay, is there anything else I'm missing? Oh yeah, there is. I need to make that pink as well. I'm going to use, I guess, this one. Oh, I'm really bad at drawing stars, sorry. Okay. Is there anything else I need to draw? I guess the border in here. Yeah, I think I'm good. I don't think I have anything else I need to draw. You can maybe do some work on her skin. So that's some sugar. Okay. And then final touches are going to be as usual. I finished with the white one. I love this one. Actually, it took me a while to get this one because I watched a bunch of videos to check which one was the best white pen in the market. And I searched for it for a while. I couldn't find it in Singapore. And I found one shop that had it. So I didn't even need to order it. I bought it in Singapore. I think that's it. I think I'm done. Oh wait, there's also this, which is like silver color. Idolm, Nico. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I'm gonna stop now. It's been a while I've streaming now, and I'm gonna rest a bit. So to conclude, here are the drawings that I made. Let me put them all together. We have Nico, we have White Day Ellie, we have Nico and Mary with swept uniforms. And we have Umi here and Marcus. Yeah, these are all the ones that I drew. There's no more space now. I'm gonna have to squeeze them a bit. So that's the one that I made today. I mean that I got it because I've made them before. Good progress. Yay! I hope you liked it. I hope you like this kind of stream or video if you watch it afterwards. Let me know if you want to see more of these. It's really relaxing to me to just be like doing my stuff and like talking to you at the same time. So I'll probably do it again. And yeah, I guess see you next time. Bye bye.